Hello my beauties, today I have come up with a trial of this trio which has been viral on social media and I'm late to the game, but hey, I'm trying to establish my summer routine and I want to know if these are my summer buddies or not. So this is my first time coming on social media and trying all of these together, and if you want to know my thoughts, please keep on watching the video. So I have got my old Huda Beauty foundations with me. This one is the OG faux filter foundation, which I use it some days but not every day, and this one is like I have been using it non-stop because this Huda Beauty foundation stick is like my super favorite. So anyway, and I also have the old concealer. This one is the O Achiever concealer. I think it is in the shade granola, and this foundation is in the shade macchiato, and this foundation is in the shade butter pecan. When Huda Beauty came out with this foundation, macchiato was my original shade, but then they changed the shades and they expanded the shade range, so then I jumped into butter pecan. So that's why I bought the same shade butter pecan in easy blur foundation. So today let's focus on this foundation, and someday I'll make a comparison on the old foundations as well as the new one, but today we are going to focus on to the easy blur foundation, and I'm just mixing it. I don't have the primer with me, so I'm just going to apply it directly, and I think this much is enough for me. And it's a squeezy tube, so I have to be cautious when I'm taking it out. It might come out as a volcanic eruption, but anyway, let's start to apply it over here. And right off the bat, the shade is perfectly fine with me. I mean, it's peachy neutral undertone, which is actually my shade. You can see it's NC40. I'm falling in the NC40 range, and I think I'm gonna need a little more of the foundation because it hasn't covered my face. I'm taking a little bit and we're gonna work with that. Okay, so I'm placing it over here. In Estee Lauder, I am honey bronze and cashew depending on to the season, like how tan I am. In Bobbi Brown, I am warm natural or golden natural. Sometimes I go with honey as well. So it depends on how tan I go throughout the year, but somehow I can work with all those shades. Anyway, I'm using a clean brush, and it's a buffing brush, and let's start to blend out the foundation. My mom was telling me that I'm making very long videos, so today I'm going to try to make small video, and it's a big challenge, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, this foundation has some kind of a smell. I love smells. Okay, I love perfumey smells in my makeup products. I'm not one of those who refrain from smell. I love it. Buff out this foundation. I like the consistency of this foundation. It's liquidy, it is melting into the skin. And okay, my hair are coming in between. I'm sorry for that. I think the foundation is not too like the ones we had in the past, like with too much of pigments in it. This is the nicest way of putting foundation. I mean, like, it's medium coverage, it is blending out well, and if you need to build up your coverage, you can do it with a foundation, or you can add a little bit of concealer wherever it is required. And look how beautiful my skin is looking right now. And I have a pimple over here, and I'm not going to cover it with the foundation because we have a concealer for that. That's what I'm going to do. And this is how the foundation is blended right now. I like it. Let's drag it onto our neck as well. Okay, and it is giving me a beautiful radiant finish, and it is looking really nice on camera as well as in person. When I'm looking in the mirror, it's not giving the effect that I'm wearing any sort of thick foundation. It is a foundation. It has been said that it's a airbrush, natural airbrush foundation, so it does look like naturally airbrushed. And we are going to test out the pores when we complete the whole look. And moving on to the concealer, this is in the shade, okay, it's in the shade Vanilla Swirl. It is not my shade, but I have bought it. I'm gonna buy another shade which suits me, but we are gonna try the shade on this foundation. So I'm just applying a little bit over here, a little bit over here, okay, little bit over here and here. I'm going to apply a little bit over here, okay, and over here, little bit over here. And the sun is going and coming. We are in the rainy month, so this is what we are gonna get in natural light. Okay, I'm gonna let my concealer sit for a while, and in that meantime I'm gonna use the contour. I don't have Huda Beauty contour, the Tantor one, so I'm gonna use this Tom Ford contour, and I'm gonna place it with my fingers like this, and I'm directly going on to my face. Okay, it has started drizzling. Yeah, it's not rainy as as I wanted to. Let's wait for a few days and it will start raining like crazy, right? So now when I have applied the whole contouring part, let's start to blend it. Okay, I'm starting from here. I'm just patting it like this. And I have seen a lot of people using this foundation for big occasions, so I want to test it out for like good at least 10 hours. And right now it's 4 p.m. Let's see how it goes. And I'm just blending out everything together, right? And then I'm putting it a little bit over here, right? Okay, I switched my ring lights on because we don't have any sun right now, so we're switching to artificial lights. And now I'm going to blend the concealer. This is in the shade Vanilla Swirl. I think the sugar biscuit shade is gonna match me perfectly with all that yellow underbase with it. So I'm gonna order that sugar cookie concealer. I mean, this is also matching, but it is little too bright for me at this point. Okay, so we had our pimple over here, and I'm just blending out a little bit over here. And the concealer is I would say that it is not too thick, not too thin, but it's a right consistency, and I like it. It has performed really well in the past. I mean, this is the brand new products in my vanity, but I have used them enough to give you the review over here, because I had to use them before I start saying something. And it did last for a long time on me, but it is not as same as the old one. The OG concealer, it was amazing. I'm still using it. I'm not gonna throw it away because this formula is really nice. Even the new concealer, the faux filter concealer, is also good, but I've got a hold on to the old one as well. So it's gonna take time for me to come to the point where I start loving the new concealer. Okay, so in the ring light it is looking really awful because this is not my shade. I'm gonna try to blend it out perfectly, right? And don't worry, I'm gonna rectify the situation. It's just the ring light that is giving me the ghostly kind of a feel, but still I'm gonna rectify the situation. And now comes the OG setting powder. I absolutely love it. I mean, I've been using it for years, at least for, you know, the time when it was launched till now. I'm constantly using it, so I have no doubt about it. So this is in the shade Banana Bread, and we're gonna put it onto our face. I'm gonna take a little bit and I'll put it onto my hands like this, so that I don't use excess of the powder. And now I'm going to blend out the concealer if I have got any creases. Yeah, you know, right off the bat my skin is looking a little dry underneath my eyes, but I'm gonna test it out for long just to see how it performs throughout the day. But it is little drying for my under eyes. Look at that. Amazing, right? Onto this side. So I'm applying the powder everywhere. I'm just setting it. Since it's gonna rain, so we have to be ready for the rain. Okay, look, the sun has come out, and look in the sunlight how my base is looking. It is matching, and my neck is looking little bit of the same shade. But since we have got a very bright concealer, it is gonna look a little off. But we are gonna test out like every hour and how the makeup performs. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of bronzer. This one is the MAC Mineralized bronzer. I'm just gonna place it a little bit over here, onto the sides like this, and over here a little bit onto our forehead. I almost forgot to contour my nose, so quickly doing that. I'm putting it onto my nose. So I quickly did my brows off camera, and now it's time for blush. I'm gonna use this Milk Makeup blush, and I'm gonna see how it performs when it is completely powdered and the usual drama that I do usually, you know. So I'm just gonna try to apply the blush directly like this, because I've tried this blush and it doesn't work with the brushes. I have to directly apply it. So I'm applying it a little bit like this, and it is not disrupting my foundation, so it's a good sign that my foundation is set perfectly well. And I'm gonna apply a little bit over here. Yeah, it is giving a little bit tint onto my nose and onto the sides of my cheeks, and let's apply it over here as well. Do you see? It is not disrupting my foundation. It's a sign that the foundation is gonna last long and it is gonna be behaving onto your face perfectly, right? Now again I'm gonna test my foundation base, because I'm gonna use the cream highlighter from Tom Ford, and I'm gonna directly go like this and gonna apply it onto the highest points of my cheeks and blend it out, and let's see how it works. Is it gonna disrupt the base? No, not at all. It is not. So you can apply your cream highlighter, your cream blushes, and it's not gonna disrupt at all. And I'm just dabbing it with the finger so that it gives a little bit of base to our face. Like it's gonna push the product inside into our skin. Well, I just realized that I need a little bit of pink on my face, so I'm using Charlotte Tilbury powder blush in the shade, what is the shade, is in the shade Love Rush. So I'm going to dab a little bit of pink over here. Yes, outstanding. Onto my nose and over here. And I'm using Huda Beauty Layered Lashes Mascara, and I'm going to apply this lipstick from Stace Beauty. It is in the shade Hot Toddy. Okay, I have applied full face of makeup and it is 4 p.m. and I'm gonna drag it as much as I could, and my plan is to, you know, wear it for 10 hours, but let's see. But right off the bat, let me tell you one thing, that the concealer is looking little bit drying underneath my eyes, but the foundation, oh my god, it is one of the best foundations. But I'm gonna try out with this stick foundation whether it is going to be like this or not, because this is my most favorite Huda Beauty foundation. So we are gonna test out in next video. But by far, let me tell you, this foundation is looking really good, and I'm gonna see how it is going to perform throughout the day. So this is the face after almost 8 hours, and I can literally see right off the bat that I am very oily all over the face. Of course I will be oily because I had applied a lots of moisturizer, and even though if you don't apply lots of moisturizer, you are gonna be this much oily in rainy season. So got a little bit of smile lines over here, and you can see it, and my skin is looking little good, although my eyes are looking really bad, and somehow my, you know, eyeliner is leaking, and here I can see my concealer has come off, and over here on this side, if you can see, my concealer has little bit of dryness over here. I mean, it is clinging to the dry skin. So in a way I can say that the foundation is working so well into my, you know, oily skin during the rainy season, but the concealer is somehow not performing well underneath my eyes the way I wanted to, because I have been constantly using the old concealer, this one, Overachiever concealer, and this is the, you know, the best concealer out in the world. And if Huda Beauty comes out with the same formula again, I'm gonna buy it again. But this concealer, the new one, the faux filter one, is somehow is drying my under eyes, and that this foundation is 10 on 10 from my side. I love it. It is really nice. And the powder, this is non-negotiable powder. I mean, if you are looking for a powder, you must buy this. You must, I mean, like, I'm pressing on you that you must buy this powder. And this one, I like it. I love it. Absolutely love it. But the concealer, not so much. So that's my review for the trio, and I'm gonna try different ways, and I'm gonna show it to you how it performs. And please like, share, subscribe, and do all that jazz, and help me grow my channel. And I'll see you in my next video with another products or maybe some good looks. Okay, so till then, bye.